The next trick I'll be teaching you is Frontstyle, Unnamed Frontstyle trick, and it looks like this. Now to do this Unnamed Frontstyle trick, the first thing you do is you go into a throw down and then put your non-throw hand behind the string as if you're going into an undermount. And then I like to do a pinwheel on the inside to make the entire trick look more complex, but it's just flourish. So then you go around into a trapeze and its brother from a front style, and you might get some tilting. In fact, you'll get a lot of tilting from the later steps of this trick, particularly this one. So from here, you want to curl, and it helps at earlier stages when learning it to pinch, because you swing over for this next step. And it helps if you make the kind of cross arms concept a little bit more emphatic. Really show that you're breaking planes, which is the main concept of the trick. And from there, uncross, and then go make a bearing wrap. So bearing wraps in like split bottom, you just not going in like Lindy loops, but you wrap around the string. So you here, and you just go forward, and now this has a kind of bearing wrap on the thing, which is a lot of pretenses to Mach 5 and such. Bearing wrap, and you're basically in a split bottom with a weird throw hand thing. So uncurl that, and you're going to do one boingy, and it's going to be straightforward, and it's not, unlike a split bottom boing, it's not going to go like hit that string, it's going to stop at the front string and not go through. That's because of the bearing loop that you have. And it helps if you make it a very like dramatic and theatrical boing by bringing your hands close together while you do it. And then from there, almost in the same motion, unwrap, you just undo everything you did in the same fashion. So boing, unwrap the bearing loop, uncross the arms, then you're in the brother, unmount, and then what you do here is you catch that string and you mount on here, and if you're in a double or nothing of some sorts, and if you drop the throw hand formation, you're in just a wrap trapeze, you unwrap, and then you bind. So to recap one more time, throw over, pinwheel, brother, crossover, bearing wrap, uncurl pointer, boing, unwrap, uncross, dismount, and if continuous motion, drop string, unwrap, then trapeze. And then what you can do is from this bearing wrapped point, you can spin around the mount. And that, because you have that bearing wrap, you're in that Mach 5 kind of notion, so you can wrap around the mount like the trick, I believe it's called eclipse. And if you do it like that, it looks like that, and then you can uncross it, maybe do some Mach 5. But that makes it a little bit difficult to get out because of the repeated bearing wraps. And you can incorporate the boingy into that eclipse motion, which looks like this. And it's, bearing that. It's a very, difficult to do that largely because the natural urge for the yo-yo and the thrower to kind of not keep everything straight and tilt some things like so, that leads to tilting, which is going to make the trick harder to do. So in order to prevent tilting, practice in front of a mirror, keep everything very straight, keep hands directly on top of each other, and if it does start to tilt, get out quickly and bind. And that is how you do this